with you, or maybe not. Michael, how you doing? Is it Miko or Michael? Michael, it would be easier for peace if you had a man there with you, or maybe not. Like, what do you mean? Peace is better on your own. So I think for me, um, I'm doing good, Michael. I think for me, it would like be helpful for like, um, you know, stuff, physical stuff I need to do around here. I have a tiny house, um, but I do very well on my own, and I think that when I look back, and also my family tells me this, I do really good, and I seem much happier when it's just me. Um, I mean, I guess it all depends on the person, right? Who I would have with me. Uh, if they liked living out here and just doing, this same lifestyle, but it, like I said, it just all depends on the person, right? But I haven't, everybody that I come across, I don't know if it's just a Texas thing or what. I would think with me being out here in a rural area, I the men that ask me about how I live, they like, why would you want to live like that? Why would you want to do that? They don't like bugs. They don't like snakes. They scared of all stuff. Like, I'm not a. I don't want to be friends with a snake, but they don't bother me. Okay, okay. So I don't know. Thank you, 13. Hopefully they'll come back in. Deneen, welcome in. I mean, it would definitely be, like I said, I'm a little woman. I know how to do a lot of stuff, but you know, it would be helpful if I had a man out here, you know, helping me do stuff. I do get help. I do have help when I need it, but there are a lot of people, a lot of men that don't want to live this way. So I'm not hooked up to any type of municipal. User Charles, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Your service without review. I'm not hooked up to water, electricity, nothing. So I do solar, electricity. You're so beautiful, friend. You scared a little bit. I got solar. I got a wood burning stove. Yeah, you still got to brush your teeth, Russell. What kind of question is that? Um, let's see. Let's see. Wood burning stove, rain catchment. Mr. Flowers, how you doing? Those type of men are funny. What do you mean, Darrell? It's a lot of men. They don't want to be outside. They don't want to get dirty. They don't want to deal with animals and stuff like that. Oh, I appreciate you, Mr. Flowers. I hope you have a lovely day. If you don't want to live off grid, this ain't the life for you, Danny Russell. So me, like a lot of times people come on like, what kind of men you like? I like men that know how to like fix stuff. They know how to work with their hands. Maybe I right? Don't mind getting dirty. Yes, I do, Eric. I have protection. Don't mind getting dirty outside. I wear my dresses. My dresses get dirty. Um, I like that. Can you know how to use tools? You know, just whatever. You don't have to know how to, but just be willing. Just not mind getting dirty. I don't need to. I don't. Some men they don't want to get dirty. They don't want to get dirty. They don't want. They get a little dirt on them and they look so disgusted. I don't like that. They step in mud and they so bothered. I'm doing good. Welcome in, Rome. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Should definitely be a man to handle all that kind of stuff. Some men that don't. It's okay if a man is not into that, but I think for me, because I am into that stuff too, I fix pretty much everything that goes on out here. Sometimes I do need help, but I do a lot of stuff that women wouldn't enjoy doing, but I do it because I need to. And I do it while wearing a dress a lot of the time. Texas. I'm doing good, Mr. Friend. Welcome in. I was on live a few minutes ago, but it kicked me off. It's not okay to be by yourself. How come? Why you say that? That's one of the reasons God created us to take care of the earth and each other. Why is it not okay to be by myself? He told me it was okay. Greedy fixing stuff. You just broke a nail. I'm from the U.S. I'm from Texas. Same old. Did you get rest last night? Rack 8887. How you doing? Thank you, Corey. Blessings to you. The best piece? I think so. I think because of my demeanor and because I'm very like kind of laid back and chill, I think that people have a tendency, men have a tendency to kind of like want to control me or run over me. I don't like that, you know. I'm easygoing. I'll pretty much go along with whatever, but I don't want to be controlled. I see you, Russell. Claudine, how's it going? I'd like to visit Brazil. They loud last night. Okay. How's Rainy doing? Yeah, I don't believe like when you're in a relationship, you need to rise, welcome in. How you doing? I don't believe that you should be controlling each other. You know, I don't like that. That's not. I don't think that that's love. A bald eagle. I've seen some people, you know, they get in relationships or they get married and it's like they're married to a cage. Who wants that? We should all have freedom, you know? Being in a relationship should make you feel free, not caged. How you doing, Raz? Thank you for the gold populars. How's your week going? Rock, boom, boom, bass. Thank you. Surviving this, welcome in. So, thank you, Roz, for the gift. Please put your name in the chat. Yes, I'm Christian. I am Christian. I'm not married, Chatty Rick. I'm doing good, Ross. I'm sleepy today. I cut down most of my trees, afraid snakes might strike me when I walk by. Where are you located, Clyde? I've seen snakes go up a tree, but I've never seen one like come down from it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kai. How are you? Are you back home now? Any moonshine or fuel? I don't got no moonshine. My day has been good, Gary. I appreciate you asking. How's your day been? How you feeling today? Star and Jesse, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Oh, okay. You wanna come live off grid with me? Rainy is okay. Last night she refused to come out of her play box. I couldn't physically pour her out. Had to leave her in there for a couple of hours until she got tired. Oh, she was having a. I've had moonshine before in Tennessee. I went to Tennessee, had some moonshine. Lost half of biggest trees. I didn't cut in cold storm. Oh, falling out of the tree will make anybody freak out. No, what about that? That it was a bird, some type of bird. It picked up a snake and then it dropped the snake, and the snake landed on a lady. Do I have regrets? I do have some regret. I mean, my biggest one, I would say, not listening to myself a lot sooner. You know, like when I was younger, I listened to family, what they wanted. If I could go back, I wouldn't have done that. Respectively, you know, I would have followed. I was a very good kid. I had my head on straight. I knew what I wanted. I delayed some stuff. Eventually it led me to where I am now, but I could have saved myself a lot of heartache if I would have just listened to myself, followed what I wanted. Why am I in the jungle? I live out here. Peacocks are good at fighting snakes. You a peacock? You want to live in the woods? Do I hunt for food? No, I don't have to. I'm around a bunch of hunters, and they give me meat. But get a house close and be a neighbor, I couldn't stay all the time though. Too busy. No, you would watch after the house. I would. I would. I have a neighbor. I take care of her farm animals when she's not here. Yeah, I'm from America. I'm in America. I'm in Texas. Yeah, Kaiwen, we're gonna be praying for you. I'm sorry you were in the hospital. I pray that you feel better. Make sure you take care of yourself. You're eating good. You're resting. Don't push yourself. Sean, how are you? Welcome in. Ortiz, how's it going? No, I'm not in East Texas. I'm not East Texas. North. I'm not East though. All right, Mr. Friend. Blessings to you. I hope you have a lovely day. I miss Texas. Yeah, she's right here. She's right here with me. There is this one deer, Roz, that is so intrigued with Marnie, and she wants to get close to Marnie, and Marnie chases her off. And she'll wait a little bit, and Marnie's distracted, and she'll walk back up. Todd, how you doing? I don't know why she likes Marnie so much, and Marnie is mean to her. Had to teach me the ropes though. Yeah, well, it's Bambi's mama trying to get close to her. I'm in North Texas. Yeah, she has a couple of scars on her. I was talking to her today. I was like, "What happened to you? How'd you get this scar?" Um, but she stands like I don't know, maybe 7, 8 feet away from us, and she's just watching Marnie. Yeah, Marnie chases her off. Chosen, come in. How's it going? How you feeling today? But she has like no fear at all. She just hangs out. Thank you, Todd, for the ice cream cone. All right, Clyde. Blessings to you. I hope you have a lovely day. Welcome in. How's it going? Uplink Athletics. It is very peaceful. The weather's nice today. We got some rain. I will be back in a few. Fuck here. All right, Mr. Host, I'll see you. You want to marry me? How you know I'm a nice person? Handyman. How you doing, Handyman? It's hot. It's not hot right now. I'm in the shade. It's not hot. It's 82 degrees. So it's okay right now. A deer almost his horns to me, but with mating season, I guess it did. Oh, fire trigger. TJ, how you doing? Yeah, Handyman. I'm always out here. I'm usually out here as I'm in town. Thank you, Roz. It is very peaceful. It has been hot though. The days have been hot, but today, no, I live out here. It's not a lake. I live out here. Thank you, Handyman. How you been? TJ, how you feeling today? He was bucking. Thank you, TJ. I hope you're having a lovely day. How's work going, TJ? Yeah, I live out here. I have a tiny house. I have a tiny house. I have a tiny house in the woods. You been okay? What do you mean? I have a tiny house in the woods. It's that way. But I thought about getting a yurt or like a canvas tent and putting it out here. That would be nice. RJ Arju Jones, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. are here all over the place. What do your grandbabies call you, TJ? Papa? The mall? No, there ain't no mall nearby here. Thank you, TJ, for the love you so much. They're in German, but it's mainly Scottish and English. Irish. I keep forgetting that one. Cause I feel like marriage is a calling. That's not my calling right now. I'm a Christian. Tabula, how you doing? What you say? Thank you, Smooth. I appreciate you. It's cold over here. It's like that today, but usually it's hot. I'm on 240 acres of land. James, welcome in. Granddad. Oh, we're going to the zoo. Oh, everybody's doing good, Roz. I talked to my mom this morning. She called me. She tries to catch me before I get on live. She doing good. My dad, I talked to him on Sunday. He was getting on me, trying to be funny because he said I never answer the phone. But I talk to my mom every day. I don't talk to that dude. But everybody doing good. The girls are good. Yo-Yo spent the night over her little homie's house last night. I went to pick her up this morning. There's a couple fishing spots, but they got alligators, so I haven't been going. Have I ate? No, I just had tea, had some cookies. What happened, Lions for Land? How you doing? This I'm a caretaker of this property. I'm renting out a couple acres. Get monetized. This don't belong to me. Get monetized. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. From Cincinnati, welcome in over. I'm working on it. I'm trying. That's why I'm coming on live every day. I'm trying. Guys, I'm behind with the chat. Decode, welcome in. Speaking of grandbabies, I have 21 grandchildren. All of them are boys, except for 2 girls. Whoa, that's a lot of grandbabies. Yeah, like I'm a groundskeeper. I take care of some stuff out here. Ace of Spade, thank you for the gold boxing glove. I appreciate. That's a grand army. That's a lot. It's a blessing. How many kids do you have? How many kids gave you all those grandbabies? Fast, thank you for the follow. How many children you have, Drill? To give you all those kids. My brother is getting married next month, so I got a wedding I gotta go to. That's what you're gonna ask? Yeah, how many kids you got to give you 21 grandchildren? Shalom, Michael. How's it going? Welcome in. How is your friend, chat? GBT? Wait. 4 children, 2 daughters, 2 sons? And they gave you all those kids? All right. And study your habits. Yeah, I'm not a fan of alligators. Thank you for the Would you like to see your daughters get married? If that's what they want. Backdrop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What you say? You said, how was your friend ChatGPT? Good morning to you, Chauncey. I want my girls to do whatever they want to do. If they want to get married, I tell them, if you want to grow up and get married, you know? Be very selective. Be very selective. But if you don't want to get married, my oldest says she wants to get married. The youngest says she doesn't. I told the oldest, okay, just be selective. And then the youngest, I say, if you don't want to get married, you don't got to get married. You do whatever you want to do. It's your life. If you don't want to have kids, don't have kids. Y'all can do I don't think women exist just purely to be someone's wife and to be a mother. Now, I say that I'm a mother and I love my girls dearly. Y'all know I love my babies. I feel like I wasn't truly living until they came into my life. But I fully support women that don't want to have kids. I fully support women that don't want to get married. It's not for everybody. Yeah, Yo-Yo said she ain't having it. Really, thank you for the follow. Judy, how's it going? So it is tough. I told Yaya, she's older. She's gonna be 19. She can date now. I tell her that the man you choose to be with, that it's not just you choosing to be with somebody. That's the children of. That's the father of your children. Um, and that's gonna play a role in where you live, your lifestyle, everything. Marriage is a lot of work. Yes, it is. I wish more women would kind of see that it is a lot of work because I think they get married under the notion it's going to be a fairy tale. I think for some people it's a lot better than others. It is an enjoyable experience, but I think a lot of women get married with the notion that it's going to make them happy, and that's not the case. It's a partnership, it's a work. And I think, you know, when we're younger, we're taught, oh, it's Disney and you're gonna meet Prince Charming and everything's gonna work out well and it's gonna be some fairy tale. I'm not a Debbie Downer, but I think it's important to look at things realistically, not to romanticize stuff because of that you'll end up unhappy. Daily work, yeah, you don't get a break. And I think oftentimes a lot of, in some marriages, women can take on a lot, especially if there's kids involved. How long was I married? I don't I don't know. I don't know. I got married right out of high school. Jody, welcome in. I haven't lived in Texas my entire life. 30 years before divorce? Wow. Jody, thank you for the rose. Would you ever get married again? The real? How you doing, Judy? Welcome in. Chauncey, how's it going? Thank you, James. ¿Por qué estás tan feliz? Quería saber. It was because what I was talking about. But I'm always smiling. I'm always laughing. Always. You were married 20 years, Russell? Wow. Chosen, how's it going? What ended my marriage? What we gonna famous question? What we gonna eat? I see a lot of women are so tired of that question. They be talking about girls' dinner, a girl dinner. You know what a girl dinner is? What ended my marriage? He was interested in. He, he was curious about the other team. I'll put it like that. What we gonna eat? Women get tired of that question. What we gonna eat? What we gonna eat? Ground for divorce. Well, I mean, we did get divorced. I say whatever you cook, bro. Don't cook whatever you cook, bro. Oh, he don't cook your freezer. I don't ask my wife that question. I ask her what does she You ask her what does she want to go to eat. Oh, I like that. It's called feminism. They use it as a weapon or something, whatnot. Daryl said you enjoy being married. So okay, I had a high school sweetheart. We got married. I had one boyfriend all through high school. We got married. He had been abused when he was a child, and he never sought counseling for it. No one ever knew about it. And when we got married, it created doubt in him, and it messed with him, and so he was curious, and even though we were very close, I consider him my best friend. There was some problems that arise, and so that was not something that I could help him with. I think true love exists, but I also think that it doesn't always. I don't think true love is just um it's not just romantic love. Um he didn't turn. I think he was curious for a while, but at that time that was not something that I could deal with. And I didn't want to have to deal. I didn't want to have to worry about that. But I don't think true love is just exclusive to romantic love, right? And I think other relationships, other types of love are just important as romantic love. I look at my girl, I love my girls. I have so much immense love for my girls, for my mom, for certain people in my life. I wouldn't I wouldn't say that that love isn't true love. I would give my life, I would lay my life on the line for Yaya and Yo Yo. Kingdom. What do you think about God's kingdom spouse? And maybe that was not it. I think that I firmly believe this, and I've said this so many times on not everybody is called to marriage. Marriage is not a commitment. It's an option. You can choose if you want to get married. It is not a commitment. I wish the church would celebrate those that are single like they do celebrate marriage. Um, it's not a commandment. You don't have to get married. Now, if you want certain benefits from the marriage, you need to get married, right? You can't be out sleeping around. But getting married is he's not commanding us to get. You don't have to get married. It's the option. How you doing, physics bro? Welcome in. Good morning to you. Was he black or white? Neither. A lot of things I don't know. I know now. I wish I was taught, and those things I had to find out through hardship. Oh, okay. I think that's for all of us. I am outside. It's very important to me, either you want to commit or not. A person has a desire to get married, then seek God for it. And you want to marry somebody that follows Christ too, that has a relationship with God, right? It will make marriage easier. If you guys are both serving God, you both, you know, relying on God to lead you and guide you, right? But you're still gonna have face troubles. It says that in the Bible when it comes to marriage. You get married, you're gonna face troubles. 20. Had two kids. God called me out when I went through my awakening when you're chosen alone. Thank you, Mr. Jakes. Jamie, how's it going? Your instincts. If she cheats, then throw her away. You can't just throw people away, but don't mess up someone's life because you're a mess. Take care of your issues first. Yeah, a lot of people want to be married, want relationships. Okay, a lot of people don't want to be married, but they want the benefits of a relationship. So they get in marriages and it don't work out. They don't want to do the work. It's a lot of broken people getting married and they bring their brokenness into the marriage, and then there's more brokenness, and then they bring kids in the world, and it's a lot of work. You're making a covenant with this person to be with them through thick and for the rest of you guys' life. There's supposed to be two, there's only supposed to be one way out of marriage is death, right? Most people don't get married with that in mind. Yeah, you're right, Jamin. Most people get married to receive. It's a ministry to serve. You serve your spouse. You guys serve each other. You put the other person's needs first. A lot of people don't realize that. Silent, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, Brian. Is it Eddie? How you doing? From Canada, welcome in. Yeah, it's a very, if you get married, it's a sacrifice. You gotta be mindful of that. You're gonna sacrifice on the regular. You're gonna compromise on the regular. If you're a person you don't like to compromise, don't get married. I can only speak for me personally, but I have relationships, just a few, and then in marriage and in those relationships, I sacrificed a lot. I gave up a lot to try to make the other person comfortable, happy. And the older I've gotten, I don't necessarily want to compromise on some stuff. And I realize that could be a problem. That's not conducive to maybe marriage or whatever. I'm a very kind and giving person, but I am kind of like the way I live. I'm not giving up the way I live. I see that now. At one point I would have, but absolutely not now. So whoever, yeah, Ross, I'm not here to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. I'm giving up the way I live. It's a part of my life. It's who I am. So some relationships are like being married. Thank you, Kenyatta. Tabby Beats, how you doing, King David? And so I like that name. Thank you, Kenyatta. But when you're married to a narcissist, it keeps you from calling there. Yeah. Thank you, Tom, for ice cream cone. A good spouse for you will have similar lifestyle. But the thing about it is, I don't have that desire to get married. I don't have it. I did at one point. I don't have it. Not everybody wants to get married. I don't want to get married. Not right now. Maybe one day that'll change, but I'm not focused on finding a spouse. I focus on other stuff. I focus on my family, people in my life. How can I serve? I just don't want to. My life feels very full. I have a great relationship with with God. I'll support, but I'm not your source of happiness. You feel like you're living your best life. I do. No friends with benefits. I don't believe in that. A lot of people, they come on, they say, you need somebody to lead you. You need somebody to lead you. I'm like, I do have somebody leading me. God is leading me. I understand, Jamin. I understand. I do. God is leading me. Right? I'm able to devote my time. So many of you guys know that I had a near-death experience. And my reason for wanting to stay was for my daughter and for my mom. And I look at my life the past 12 years, and the people that I wanted to stay for, those are the people that take up a lot of my time. How you doing, Buttercup? And I don't know if my desire for marriage changed around that time. I don't know when, but I'm doing what I stayed here for. And I am happy. I feel fulfilled. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I like my life. And, you know, If God has other plans for me, then I would welcome it. I only want what God wants for me. And I check him, I talk to him daily. And at one point, I did want to be married. I did want that. And then it changed. And I asked God, I said, God, why do I not have this desire anymore? I asked him. And he told me because it bothered me. I fasted about it. And he said, you don't have the desire because I took it from you. So who am I to question God? You haven't met a man that's peaceful? I meet peaceful men. I mean, it's not that. It's a calling. It's I have been told you haven't met the right person, or when you meet the right person, it'll change. I had the right person. Yeah, I did. Wild Bill, what are you talking about? I chosen. Yeah, my desire changed. True and only answer God is leading you. Kingdom spouse, someone who can be a spiritual partner to do God's work. I feel like I'm doing God's work by myself, you know. Welcome in. Morning. How's it going? Buttercup, thank you for go popular. Bobby, welcome in. Charles, how's it going? Pursuing purpose and vision is most important. We could be married by the 21st Father's Day. Let God lead you in all things. Let me scroll back down. Blessings to you. Nice meeting you. I'll tune in more. All right, J-Man. Blessings to you. Brent said no matter who you meet, you only get married if you want to. Why so much pressure to make someone? Yeah. Do you use what? Zion, welcome in. Kurt Note One. Thank you for the follow. I think you get married if you want to. I still want to. If you want to get married, get married. If you don't want to, if a person didn't want to get married, I don't think God would like make them, you know. If you really don't have that desire, it's only holy if you believe. I believe marriage is holy. I believe it's a covenant. I believe in the sanctity of marriage. I believe in love. Like, so the other day, it was this past weekend. I was driving by a little venue and I saw a woman in her dress, and she had people with her and they were spreading out her veil, and I was just so happy. I was like, that's so wonderful. Like, this is a very, I like to see people in love, and it makes me happy. Like, I feel so many emotions holding hands or expressing their love for their partner, their spouse. It makes me happy. I'm happy for them. But that don't mean I feel like I'm missing out on something, you know. I'm not against love. I'm not against marriage. I'm all for it. That, you know, that's what God wants. If you have that desire for yourself. But it is completely okay if you don't have that desire for yourself. There is nothing wrong with that. I don't get why we put so much focus on marriage. That's only a small, even if you get married, your spouse is not your entire life. They should not be your everything. Some people make their spouses their God. That is not godly either. Dream is to live out freely. That's cool, New York. Welcome back in. And done for me. To God be the glory. Amen. Thank you, Chosen. John, welcome in. I don't know why. Thank you, New York. 50% of marriage end in divorce. Hey, Rod's on the courage, Tabby. There's nothing wrong with not being married. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I don't know. Some people, they've been married, they keep getting married, and maybe they need to stop. I don't know. Like, there's so many more things in life. There's so many other things that you could do in life with life than to get married. Like I said, I'm not against marriage. I believe marriage is beautiful. It's wonderful. If you want to have a partner, if you want to be in a relationship, you need to be married. I have 2 daughters, New York. Comments goes back to what the word of God says, lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge me for everyone, not an accomplishment. I like being married, but I would not do it again. Yeah, like I talk to older people a lot about it, both men and women. Now I would say the vast majority of women I talk to, older women, they say they wouldn't get married again. I see more men. There have been some men that said they wouldn't, but more often than the men said that they would get married again. Um, but life is such a gift. I believe that we are here for not our purpose, but God's purpose, right? And it's different for everybody. Married 4 times. That I know if he wants to get married again. You don't think she should? I don't know. But I don't want to get pregnant or divorced. I think if you want kids, you need to be married. Kids need both parents, right? Kids need both parents. But Mr. Welcome back in. Michael, welcome in. Man, everybody got something to say. Thank you, Gerald. I don't know. I just think in our society, there's a lot of emphasis on marriage and romantic relationships. A lot of people don't even know how to be good friends, let alone marry somebody. You don't even know how to be a good friend, but yet you want to marry someone? You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to process your own emotions, but yet you want to get married to somebody? I want a life partner, but not right now. I only recently managed to get my life on track after it really bad. I can understand that. I understand it, Mr. Friend. Freedom, oh freedom. I like to do what I want to do, but I have to consider my spouse as well. Yeah, you have to. Marriage is constant consideration. Arlene said, bro, say it again. Marriage is constant consideration. It is constant consideration. When I was married, my high school sweetheart, we did everything together. We were always together. We shared everything. Uh, the why stuff has already been said concerning God, what concerning man. We shared this bank accounts, we shared money, everything. I was in charge of all the money. I paid all the bills. I set up the doctor's appointments. But, I wanted to make him happy. Whatever he wanted. But it just didn't work out like that. So I tried it. But thank you, Clarence. But I don't know. Mike say, what does the Bible say about marriage? What does the Bible say about marriage? If you want to be married with them demons though, yeah, it was nothing that I could have done. I have no hate for him. I have a lot of love for him. I have a lot of love for him. I was hurt, that I'm like, why would you marry me knowing that you felt like that? But what could I do? I don't think he wanted to feel like that. Thank you, Clarence. He was struggling. struggling. He was that I do know that he loved me. Even though he had his issues, I know that he loved me. And he was such a good boyfriend to me. So although it ended, I think he was who I needed at the time. Eileen, thank you for the follow. People often marry a stranger. Knowing things about someone doesn't always mean you know the heart. Yeah, you're right. I've seen people, Yo-Yo's grandparents, they got married after 2 weeks of knowing each other. They've been married, I don't know how long, 40 something years. They worked together. They met each other 2 weeks later, got married. Been married. They love each other, crazy about each other. I've seen that. I met a guy, him and his wife went on one first date. And then he was like, "You want to get married?" She said, "Yeah." Been married. They like each other. I've known people be together for years. I worked with a girl. She and her guy were together for like 7 years. They got married 6 months later. They got a divorce. Pocho, good morning to you. We're praying for you. Good results. A real human connection is a challenge. I agree, Clarence. Level up and then disrespect. Why do women level up and then disrespect and leave? What you mean? Uh-oh, if I send you invite, I wasn't trying to. Oh, generation stay married. My parents' generation, men generation, everyone is divorced. I think so. My whole retort to that when people talk about the older generations, because a lot of men be like, I want the love my grandparents had, and it was like your grandmama was dealing. A lot of our grandmothers was dealing with infidelity and abuse, but they couldn't leave. They couldn't leave. Beautiful woman inside and out, but wasn't trying to marry them. I don't have. Let me scroll back up. The truth hurts, and marriage isn't for men. It benefits women who divorce. I'm not even gonna respond to that. The strong desire, so I don't pursue it. I think I agree with what Mike is saying. Meet a wonderful person, a beautiful person. They could be attractive. They could have a lovely personality, just overall beautiful. But that don't mean it's so many other things that come into play. What are you saying? Pick up 8. Just because you meet a lovely person, you might be attracted to them. You may think that they're just wonderful. You may feel that that draw that you want to be close to them. But that doesn't mean you got to marry them. You can't just admire a person, their beauty, the beauty of their personality, their humor. You know, infidelity and abuse was rampant, but I also know many of the older generation who are very decent and stayed married. It's good that you had that example. Thank you, Wow. That's my point. Good job, lady. No negative energy. Thank you, Clarence. Most people desire for marriage is to gain status or till they are married. You may want to show. Yeah, I think I know for a while, there was, I would see videos of women trying to flex on women that weren't married. I'm married. They would show their ring. It's like, okay, good for you. I know a lot of people on social media. I got some people in my life on social media. They post pictures of their spouses and just all kinds of stuff. And in real life, they can't stand each other. They're miserable. And I'm like, oh, well, David, how's it going? Our nature is people. We see beautiful flower and want to pick it, kick the root. Yeah. I was talking to my doctor, not my doctor, my daughter about that the other day, and I used that analogy. My ex-husband for a while, then once I said I would marry him, I commend any man or woman who walks away from their mental stability. Very important. And husband cheating left and right. Yeah, you're right. I'm 41. I just wanted to get married for financial gain. There was no other reason. Suf, Sufaya man, Jackson, thank you for the follow. Now this is me saying that, but some people they try to stay. They are no cornbread. What's wrong? Yes, TJ. How old are you, TJ? Has to learn how to really love themselves for real first. I agree with that. How you doing, Blackness? What's wrong, Mr. Friend? Is our topic about it? Why would you want to marry someone that says day in and day out that they don't want to be married? Yeah, the gentle smile. Thank you, Wild Bill. If we are not comfortable enough to express and be great, we gotta make sure our kids are, and then share that with some. I agree with that. You is Pride 55? Father and mother knew one another for 2 weeks and were married 50 plus years. Yeah, it is easier said than done. 41 will make you. John, I started reflecting when I was 30. I've always been one to kind of think back and reflect on life. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pocho. I see you, Blackness. I read cornbread. Blessings to you. The mindset of some people is, what can this person help me do, or who can I show them to? James, thank you for the rose. Ian boy, how's it going? Welcome in, James. Aspect says stays at the altar. Yeah. I think if you want to get married, you, you should. The boy's gonna take you through things, right? Ups and downs, all kinds of stuff. And you go through all that with this person. They will change. You will change. You know. Oh, that's horrible, Portugal. I'm so sorry. Blessings to your Blackness. I hope you have a wonderful day. I do cook. I cook all kinds of stuff. Today I think I'm gonna make chicken, grilled chicken, and broccolini. What else? What else I got in there? Yo-Yo told me she don't want it. She said she don't like Brussels sprouts anymore. I'm like, you used to like Brussels sprouts. But so I got broccolini instead. What else I got in there? I don't know. Fish tacos. I wanted to get tacos, but I went to go pick up Yo-Yo this morning, and the taco place was on the way back. They were closed, and it was too early. I don't feel like driving back that way. Broccolini is like, what do you call the little broccoli? The little heads. The what do you call the little? You know when they cut up the head of broccoli? The broccolini has like the long stems. I'm so sorry, Pocho. That's horrible. Spears and flowerets, yeah. It's a long. It has a long stems. Jav, how's it going? The tree part? I like broccolini. Broccolini. You can saute it, put some butter, season it. It's good. I like it. It's tasty. Broccolini. broccolini. I like all the vegetables. I'm not a big fan of eggplant though. Does anybody here like eggplant? I'm trying to claim my little rewards. Claim all. Asparagus for the first time? Really? I like asparagus too. I like asparagus. I'm a big fan of asparagus. Depends on how it's made. It's good fried. Asparagus? Bobby, welcome in. I like okra. Okra chips. Eggplant parmesan? I don't know why. I'm just not a big fan. I think that's the only thing I'm not a fan of. Save me a plate. On my way. We were doing so good and then you do this. What happened, Clarence? Greek friend that makes a delicious eggplant. Really? Fries and parmesan good. You like all the veggies? Well, me and John roasted asparagus with olive oil, coarse pepper, and salt. It was good. That sounds good. I like anyone, Buck. Eggplant parmesan, eggplant slices, buttered and fried. I don't know. Maybe I had to try the eggplant a different way. But I'm not a big fan of eggplant. They got different types of eggplant. I guess it's the texture that kind of gets me. I don't know. Anarco, how you do? David, welcome here. How's it going? It's nice and curry. I do eat curry. I like Indian food, Nepali food, Nepalese food. I want some momo, Nepali momo. But momo to go to place, my favorite places so far. I don't want to spend a half a tank of gas going over there to get momo. So, and then usually when I'm driving over past that way, I'm always in a hurry. I don't eat goat. I've tried it before, but I don't eat goat. I don't eat goat or lamb. Baby kids and for grandkids. I understand. I'm doing good, Anarco. Daria, welcome in. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? Salt to tenderize it. Wash the salt before cooking. Meanwhile, two still icing the fuse. Uh-oh. Can't eat lamb or goats either. Yeah, I don't like goat. A very good new wedding soon. I don't know what to say then. You like black men because we love you? I like everybody. I like anybody. A man is a man. I had no preference. I had no try go once and didn't like it. Yeah, I don't like eating goat or lamb. I don't like eating lamb. 55s, welcome in. I'm doing good, Peter. How are you? How you feeling? It tastes okay. I don't want. That's not an animal that I want to eat. I think it does taste a little gamey to me. I don't know. I like beef. I like bison. Only thing that I don't mind cooking is like beef, bison. Chicken, I don't like the smell of raw chicken, but I cook it. Yo-yo wanted chicken, so I can do chicken breast. I don't like doing like I know how to cut a chicken. I learned how to cut a chicken properly from an older Indian couple. I was helping them out, helping take care of them, and the old man he showed me how to cut a chicken properly. Be powerless, but it's already eating. Oh, question for everyone to answer if you want to. Okay. I stopped eating all that. Honestly, just a little fish and turkey sometimes. I was fruitarian for a little bit, Mr. Hustle. I'm thinking about going back to it. I want to. We're eating the wrong cook because lamb, eggplant. I was like that last night. We got rain yesterday. It was cloudy, so I was kind of watching my numbers and I turned off my power at the wee hours of the morning, just so when the sun came up, it can kind of like charge up a bit faster. Oh, Bill, how you doing? My Instagram, Little Joppa Tiny House. Am I mixed? Yes, I am. King Rich, welcome in. You do feel guilty? Sometimes, like I eat beef and stuff. I eat meat a couple times a week, not every day. At the most, maybe 3 times. Now, there are times when I look at a cow and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to eat that. I shouldn't be eating that. Have you seen people interact with their cattle and stuff like that? How it's like a huge puppy. And like, I'm eating that. What is something I want to learn to do? Build my own home. Tall man, how you doing? Lobster tails, I like lobster. There's no rain probably until July. Oh, I'm so sorry, Peter. That's tough. I pray God bring the rain for you. That you get some rain. I'm so sorry. That is very tough. It's just healthy and you feel so much better. Gotta say some vegetable protein. Dancing hula? Are you gonna take some classes? Do you choose to live in the woods to escape from? No, I'm not out here to escape. Probably so, DJ. I mean, unless something changes, but I feel like I'd be happy that way. Cows are smart. How you doing, Prince? Can't drag with my stomach. I can't help the taste. Chicken's good. Got protein. I don't know. This is the one question I have, and my mom brought it up today. She wanted me to watch something. So when I was fruitarian, I was fruitarian like 2.5 years. I was so healthy. You guys know I struggle with anemia, but at that time, my anemia went away. That was the only change that I made. So before, my anemia, my hemoglobin was very low. I went fruitarian, and it was fine. Why is that? Cycle of life. Why is that? So I don't know. Beats. But I remember I felt amazing while I was just doing fruits. I felt good. That was the only thing that I had changed. I had all the energy. I struggle with constant, like, chronic fatigue. I'm always tired. I wake up in the morning and I feel pretty tired. I get up, I know I have stuff to do, but I feel tired. I wasn't feeling like that. I had all the energy in the world. I wake up early in the morning, ready to move around. What's the scariest thing I've ever done? I don't know. The perfect filtration system, but we just keep jamming. Yeah. A love for animals being a reason to not eat meat, though. Scariest thing I've ever done is fruitarian. I'm thinking of trying intermittent fast. I did intermittent fasting, not last year, 2024. I really, really liked it, but I struggled with taking in enough calories. I like, I lost weight, too much weight. I'm like 115 now. I got down to 103. 107 is kind of like norm, but my clothes weren't fitting. Even extra small wasn't fitting right. Scariest thing I've ever done? I don't know. I think the scariest thing for me on a regular is having to trust other people with my children. My girls when they were younger. I don't trust nobody. Not with my girls. Moderating the YouTube live chat. Let the impacted go on before you're not. Should we meet anyone from history? Would it be Jesus? I want to meet Jesus. Karaoke recently. Impacted Cohen. Some people. I try to get my mom. I tell my mom to stay away from processed food. You know, my mom used to be a soccer player. She's not big or anything, but I do worry about her heart health because she has a heart condition, mitral valve prolapse. And she like a lot of, she like, Chinese food, a lot of processed food, stuff that come in wrappers and stuff like that. I tell her, I'm like, Mama, you gotta stay away from that stuff. Stay away from processed food. It's not good for you. My grandfather died from a heart attack, and all his sisters died from a heart attack. And I told my mom, I'm like, please, Mama, please stay away from the processed food. Yeah, I told her. No, she did. She's a couple hours away. James, I see you. Thank you for the love. I've done free falling and bungee jumping, but I told her, trying to, but it's probably she enjoys food. You know, it's like comfort to her. I told her one time I was crying. I said, Mama, if something happened to you, who am I gonna have? If something happened to you, you don't take care of yourself. You know, I tell her, please. The whole reason why I started intermittent fasting is so that I could show her that it was doable. What is something I want to be? I did bungee jump. What is something you want to be better at? Mm, yeah, I just want to be a better human. I feel like I can always work on myself and be better. Be more patient, more kind, more understanding, listen better. And it's Falk, how you doing? Stubborn though. Um, when I'm there, I cook. You know, she likes for me to cook for her. I cook. Soon as she hear me getting up in the morning, what you making? What you cooking? I cook for her. You know, she really likes my cooking. My family says I know how to take nothing and make something out of it. I don't know. That's from growing up with limited resources. But she's like, I don't know how to put the foods together like you. I don't know how to season stuff. I'm like, Mama, you could do it. Air stew, Mama, you could do it. But I get on her. I'm like, please, Mama, take care of yourself. Walk, move around, go walking. That's what your mama say. Get up and move around, walk. She goes walking. If you could speak any language, what would it be? Can I pick two? Peace for around you. Already dream of like that. And sprinkle some sugar on John. Pass the peas like we used to. Hebrew. I know how to say some stuff in Japanese, but I want to learn how to speak Japanese. Yeah, I hear the hawk. Troy Vance, welcome in. Thank you guys for liking the live. No, 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 no. It's a hawk. There's a nest in the woods. There's that, there's that noise, the hawk. I don't know where the little deer went. Maybe she went to lay down. She was over here. I was like, I told her, I said, I'm finna go live. You gonna hang out over here? What have you done many times that you can do it with your eyes closed? I don't know. Maybe brushing hair, brushing the girl's hair. I have brushed so much hair in my lifetime. I'd have my eyes closed. I could be blindfolded and probably do a nice hairstyle. It's because I spend much time combing hair. Two daughters with they have never had a haircut. I spend so much of my time, probably years of my life combing hair. Actually, I need to wash Yo-Yo's hair right now. That's gonna be some hours. Trying to teach her how to comb her own hair, how to take care of it, but it's her hand just can't fit around her whole ponytail. I'm like, how do I teach her how to do stuff if her hand can't even fit around it? Thank you, Roz. Where am I at? I'm in Texas. I'm trying to teach her. She went with Maria for a month, you know. We weren't intended for her to be that long, but that's just kind of how it worked out. And Maria is not one to comb hair, but she tried to comb Yo-Yo's hair, and she got on and she said, "You need to be teaching her how to comb her own hair." I'm like, "I do, but it's not easy." She got like feet of hair, like 3.5, I don't know, maybe even 4 feet of hair. She got long hair. That's a lot. Yo-Yo's hair is not very thick. When you brush it out, it looks very thick, but when it's wet, you see how like thin it is, and her strands are very fine, and they get caught and tangled around stuff. Cut it? No, she doesn't want to cut it. Like she doesn't want to cut it. I would never cut the girl's hair. I wouldn't do that. If she wanted to, I asked her because for a while she was wanting to, and I asked her recently. I said, "You want to cut?" She's like, "No, I like my hair." Remember, so many are doing with less she'll manage. No, my hair was cut when I was a little girl against my will. I wouldn't do that to them. They probably wouldn't respond. She probably wouldn't respond well to it. Neither one of them. Yaya's been almost 19 years, never had a haircut. Yo-Yo, 12 years, never had a haircut. Brittany, how's it going? Her buzz cut is very free. No. I still hope Yaya likes pin curls, and she don't know how to do it. Pin curls is kind of hard to do when you got long hair. So I'll do it and buy it, and then I help her take it down. But Yaya takes care of her hair now. Pet, what would it be? Mm, it'd probably be some type of bird. Pixie is back in. No. As much as my hair kind of get on my nerves, I do like having long hair. Yeah, she'll be 19 in September. Let's take it used to wash and dry. It take ages for my hair to dry. That's the thing. That's why I don't like washing it all the time because it take forever. Thank you, Brittany. Blessings to you. No, I live out here. I just have hammocks up. There's another hammock over there too. I have a hammocks up because we come out here and take naps. You see, it's a hammock over there. The green one. Thank you. It just takes forever to dry. I get tangled around stuff, you know. Like last night, it was raining. I was on the live. I had to bring my solar generator back in. And my hair, I was like, oh, most talented in. I don't know. I think talking to people, surprisingly, that's a surprise to me. It is very peaceful here, but it is very hot in the summertime, though. I asked my family and everybody, the girls, like, what am I good in? And they say making people feel comfortable, loving on people. My friends, my friends say I have the type of love that makes people act crazy, go crazy. I don't know about that, but people don't get to see that. Oh, thank you, Brittany. I have this strong desire to make people want to feel seen and appreciated. I don't know what it is. Perhaps that's God. It has to be. I don't think that I can do anything good on my own. I don't think there's anything. I think if you took away God from me, I don't think that I would have anything good. I wouldn't know how to be good. My favorite ice cream? Cappuccino chunky chocolate from Brahms. My favorite sundae from Brahms is Black Forest sundae with chocolate ice cream instead of vanilla and strawberry topping instead of cherries. So when y'all go to Brahms, if you're near Brahms, go to Brahms and order that. That's the Tabby sundae. Am I content with life? Very. Most women will be like, ew. To the being out here, Brittany. How you doing, son? Univore, how are you? I'm in Texas. I'm in North Texas. That was a fascinating. Check cappuccino chunky chocolate. So it's like a coffee ice cream. It got little chocolate bars in it. I like Rocky Road too. Cappuccino chunky chocolate. Yeah, I feel I'm content. I'm joyful. I'm not always happy, you know. Sometimes I feel a little sadness here and there. But I do have joy. I have my little moments, you know. Something come up, I think about something or I experience something and, you know, I'll feel a little sad. Sometimes I even cry. I have my little cry session and then like 5 minutes later I'm skipping on, smiling again. You know? Non-dairy ice cream, acai. Is it acai or acai? Feel comfortable with that description? As far as cappuccino chunky chocolate. Ah, thank you, Pocho. Surgery really dancing to Tootsie Roll. I can't post my dance videos on YouTube anymore. I post them on. I have so many dance videos on TikTok, but they were messing with me because of the music. Acai, okay. Acai. Thank you, Mr. Hustle. I've heard people pronounce it different ways. My loved ones are happy. I feel that way too. When I see my girls happy, my mom laugh, I feel happy. Yeah, cappuccino chunky chocolate. I think they still have it at Brahms. Cappuccino chunky chocolate. Favorite vegetable? Mm, I'm trying to think because things that I feel like are vegetables are actually fruits. Tomatoes are fruit, cucumbers are fruit, peppers are technically a fruit. Maybe the broccolini, Brussels sprouts. I just used to be like, let me get that one. All right, Mr. Friend, I hope you have a lovely day. It's crazy, like she sent me here. Oh, I hope that you heal. Brittany, I send my love to you. I pray that you have a wonderful day. and then you'll be doing better. I'm so sorry for your loss. Brussels sprouts are good. Yes, they are. With honey, I haven't tried honey. I make them spicy. I make them spicy. Willie, welcome in. Calypso, how's it going, beautiful? Have you guys tried pizza with spicy honey? Boston, welcome in. I tried it when I went to Houston. I went to some place called Gypsy something, and the pizza was good, and they had spicy honey. Thank you, thank you. I got one over there too, Calypso. It's another one. Best friends with her for over 20 years. I lost her 3 years ago. Her birthday coming up, less than 30 days. Aw. When is her birthday, Brittany? My birthday's on July 4th. Thank you, Clarence, for the compliment. Yeah, I started YouTube 2009, I think. I miss pizza bad. I started, you can't eat real spicy food? Does it mess with your eyes? Own your own store? What would you sell from it? Probably tea, loose leaf tea. Either that or a candy store. My pizza is the best. Thank you. You said nice place. Thank you, Clarence. It probably either loose leaf tea or candy. Come to Tabby Land. You can get all the fruit roll ups and candies you want. Christian things. Aww. When is her birthday, Brittany? Thank you, OJ. Thank you for the finger heart. I'll be burning so bad. That's like Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo would try to eat spicy food when she was a little bit younger, and then she would be screaming, "Mama, it's hot!" Thank you for the hand heart. That was very pretty. I guess they changed it because the hand hearts don't typically look like that. Thank you for the gift. Her mom has ashes for me to give to me, but I can't even. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hot honey is good on anything. Favorite pizza topping? Pepperoni and jalapeno. I'm so sorry, Brittany. That is, I have a new hand heart. That one is really pretty. I like that one. Thank you for the rose. Hot honey. I like spicy stuff. I like habanero flavor anything. Tyrone, thank you for the heart me. Thank you. Jesus loves you too. I love Jesus. Marnie? Sometimes Marnie be a little bit too still. Thank you for the hand heart. I appreciate it. What is your name so I can greet you properly? Sometimes she be a little bit too still, and I kind of poke at her like, "Hey, you still breathing?" Tyrone, thank you for the hand heart. The heart me. Tommy, welcome in. Puka Bear. I have been good. I'm still here every single day. I'm here. Blessings to you, Brittany. Ilumu Zodaka, how are you? You just got here? No, it's early over here. It's 1:07 p.m. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is peaceful out here, Patrick. It's nice. The weather's nice today. It's early over here. Doctor's appointment. All right, we pray for you. I pray for a good report, Pocho. The best shade spot. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. All is well with me. Everything's been going good. Make sure Charlie didn't float away. Yeah, I sometimes I see Marnie sleep, and I'm like, hey, her and Ilse too. Like they just, I can't see if they're breathing or not. I'm like, hey, I call Ilse and she'll kind of flick her ear, and I know she's okay. But Marnie, I'll poke her like, hey, you all right? Joseph, welcome in. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Y'all ever do that? Any of you guys do that with your kids, like when they were babies? Then you see them sleeping and you trying to see if they're okay, and you kind of like touch them, see if they move. I saw that, Mike. I saw the flooding. Why did I go off grid? I just wanted a simpler life. I like being in nature. You do that too, Ross? Hey, you alright? I did Yaya and Yo-Yo both like that. Shake them a little bit. They kind of move, you know? A lot of people are against co-sleeping, you know, like the baby sleeping in the bed with the mamas because they feel like something bad could happen, like the mama can roll over on the baby. I'm like, ain't no mama rolling over on no baby. I haven't heard of no mama smothering no baby. I think when you become a mom, you automatically become a light sleeper. You know, you just tell. L5, thank you for the follow. William, I'm trying to. I'm like 400 watch hours away from getting gifts. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I've been putting in work every day. It's very peaceful. Yes, it is. The birds chirping. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I need to come on here and do one day and do like a long live, you know, and then it would just knock out those wash hours for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks I'll get it. There's factors to why, but it happened. Yeah, I'm sure maybe you have seen it, Mike. Not being, oh yeah, yeah, but like the average woman that's not under the influence or anything like that. Luca Bear, thank you for the roses. 3 Stacks, thank you for the roses. Thank you, Brittany. 8 or 9 hour live stream. Oh, that's tough. My longest live stream I did, it was on TikTok. It was like almost 7 hours. I said, oh, it happened to me. Wow. Yeah, we were partying that night. I was playing music and stuff. The thing about it is I can't play music on YouTube. I mean, I guess I could play copyright free music, but I be want to play the songs I want to want to play. The songs I enjoy, I be wanting to play them. So usually I do about 4 hours every day. 2 hours in the morning and then 2 hours at night. Sometimes I go over, sometimes I don't do that much, but how does it feel to be so beautiful that you don't have to flex? Well, not everybody may find me attractive. And even if people do find me attractive, I think it's more important to have a beautiful personality, a beautiful spirit. I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas. I'm not gonna always look like this, you know. I may be attractive now, but always so. I think the flex is having a good spirit, making people feel loved and appreciated. Or you know, one of the best feelings is like when somebody sees you, they spot you, and their look of excitement or their smile. You know, that's what I like. That's what gives me joy. Somebody sees me and they just immediately get happy. I think that's everything. I wouldn't want somebody to see me and then they just automatically frown or just. I want when people see me, they just feel happy, they smile. Welcome. Absolutely not, Jacob. Thank you, Brittany. The vicious swagger, welcome in. Texas is hot. Kingtown, welcome in. Real. A beautiful soul is everything. And thank you, Brittany. Yeah, I want people to feel when they see me, they feel happy. Like they know it's gonna be a pleasant experience to be in, or to see me, to be in my presence. I want to. I don't know how funny I am, but I try to be a little bit entertaining. Just a little bit. Make people smile. To me, that's magic. Like I tell the girls the way you live. Oh, thank you, Mr. Hustle. I tell the girls when we go out. Yo-Yo's really good about this. Yaya's kind of more shy, but I tell them give people compliments. Yo-Yo likes giving older people compliments, and I see the way people. Like I'll never forget. We went into Ulta, and I can't remember what the Yo-Yo complimented this woman on. It was an older woman, but she told the older woman, I think, that she was beautiful or something like that. And the look on the woman's face, she was like, "Me?" And Yo-Yo shook her head, yeah. And she just smiled for the rest of the time. And then when she got done checking out and she left, she came back and told Yo-Yo, "Thank you." I told Yo-Yo, I said, "Yo-Yo, you made that woman's day. She gonna have a smile on her face for the rest of the day." And it's like when you give somebody a compliment, I give everybody compliments, men, women. I don't know. If I see something I like, or just, I don't know, I'll give a compliment. The way people, it just brightens people's days. Sometimes I give a compliment and I know that person needs to hear it. I'm like, yeah, that person was struggling. They were having a hard day. They needed that little bit of encouragement. J777, thank you for the follow. Let's say, dude, thank you. Most High Son. Oh, that makes me happy, Brittany. All I heard was a scream, so I had to run here. I saw something going up the tree. I don't know what that is. Kiri, welcome in. I need to get some more. I've refilled the hummingbird feeders. I need to get some more bird seed because the other birds, the cardinals and stuff like that, chickadees, they're out of seed. I feel like doing little acts of kindness. Yeah, I agree. They have a huge positive ripple effect. I agree with that too. We underestimate the power of showing simple kindness to one another. I agree with that. Thank you, Hollywood swinging. I think so too. I just think I really firmly believe in putting positive, like putting deposits in the universe, right? If you show kindness, compassion, no matter how little, it'll come back to you. Like I don't know, I'm very passionate about like helping elderly people with special needs. So like when I go out to the store and stuff like that, I'm always seeing somebody at the store that needs help. They need help carrying something, or they can't find their car, or they need help lifting something, or they just look lost. I'll ask them if they need help. Can I do something for them? Can I put their stuff in their car? A lot of those elderly people, they can't lift heavy stuff. You see a little old lady trying to lift packs of water in her car. She's struggling. Add up. Check your savings, Debbie. So I have made a lot of elderly friends by just being at the grocery store and asking them, "Can I help you?" You know, there's quite a few like elderly couples and my mom where my mom lives that when I go to town, I ask them if they need help because I've just met them at the store and I tell them, "Hey, if you need help or anything, I'll just call me. I can let you know when I'm in town and I can come help you." Think it contagious. I hug trees and I love ground and I give homeless people money. That's wonderful. It don't even look like you wear makeup. I got on some mascara a little bit and I feel in my brows. But yeah, I think I agree with what Calypso said. We don't know what little acts can really mean something to a person. And people are just trying to do their best. Sometimes a person could be having just a horrible day and they're just trying to make it through. They just need something little just to help them get through the day. Why not be the person that does it? Helps them, makes them feel better, makes you feel better. I can attest. I don't know. I like to see people smile. I don't like to see people cry or frown or be by themselves or feel lonely or be struggling. Welcome in, God buddy. I don't know. You can make or break someone's day unknowingly. Yeah, you can. I'm friendly. I smile. So one time I was at the store with a loved one and we walking and I smile at everybody. If they don't smile back at me, it's okay. I did my part. So I'm walking and my family member and I smile at this person walking up and they smile and then they look at my family member and my family member is looking all mean and so they go from smile to frowning. They're like, she's friendly, but I'm not. I was like, why you doing that? Phantom, welcome in. I am doing well. I'm doing well. How are you doing today? I'm from Texas. I thought that funny. It's like they're looking at it like she's friendly, but I'm not friendly. It's okay, Brittany. I'm gonna be getting off here in a couple minutes. How you doing, MMM? Welcome in, sir. Steven, how's it going? I'm trying to look at I'm like 10%. God body, thank you so much. Yeah, that's exactly how it was. They see me and I smile, they smile, and they frown. I get on my mom though. I get on my mom. I get on my family. Like my mom, she come. I said, Mama, like when we go to the drive-through, my mom kind of talks to the people kind of harsh, and I said, Mama, please don't do that. First of all, they're handling our food, but I'm like, they gotta deal with rude people. This food ain't that serious. Like, just talk nicely to them. Or like if they mess up the order, I'm like, Mama, please let me talk to them. Don't. I will. Please don't do that. Where are you from, Fena? Is it Noi? Welcome in. I am doing good. How are you? Anthony, I'm in Texas. People walk around with baggage. I try not to spill mine out and trip people. Yeah. Do I marry? Am I married? You mean I'm not married? Yeah, I told my mom, Mama, you can't talk to the people at fast food places. Rough. They handling our food. But it's like they got to deal with people being rude to them, catching the attitude. Just be nice to them. My mom's like, I'm not trying to. From Swiss? Always working? Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Thank you, God, buddy. Phantom, I hope you have a good day. Even though you're always working, I hope you have a good day. Grape jelly. I said grape jelly. There have been times when I've been someplace like at a store or a restaurant or whatever, and I see another customer being ugly or rude to the worker, and I'll apologize. I'll tell them, hey, I'm so sorry they're being rude to you. Like, don't even let it bother you. Just try to have a good day. You know, sometimes people they get upset and they have a right to be upset, right? And other times it's like kind of blown out of proportion, and I just feel so bad. I have to go back in. The order has to be totally wrong or price even. Yeah, I'm in Texas. I'm in the U.S. Some people just say every little big thing. I don't like going out to eat with people like that. Every little big thing. I won't want to go out with the person if they rude to the waiter or waitress. I don't like that. Jason, how's it going? To say something to the rude person. I like that. I like that. I have never been to Jamaica. Charlemagne, welcome in. If my burger had pickles and I asked for, I'm not waiting. Just take them off. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Sometimes people would create a big scene for that. Texas is your dream destination? You like the heat? Jason, how you doing? Yeah, I don't like the rudeness. You just never know what a person is going through, you know? Don't be mean. An allergy issue or something. All right, guys. I need to go make lunch. Check on Yo Yo. See how her's doing. Yeah, you're right. Manners cost nothing. I will be back on live tonight. It is Tuesday. It is game night. So if y'all want to play me and connect for uh Uno, we need to find another game too. I look forward to it. I look forward to it. Thank you guys for hanging out, Roz. I enjoyed you, friend. I appreciate you. I learned that not always the best approach. Kindness conquers all. I agree. My phone gonna die. It's at 5%. It's at 5%. All right, y'all. See y'all tonight. Let's see if I can fix it so I'll be able to see. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Thank you, Calypso. Mike Revenge Night. Michael, hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you, Russell. Wonderful day. Thank you to my mods. Russell, James, Drew, MMM. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings, everybody. Thank you, Roz. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the hand heart. Blessings, everybody. Conversation, Mr. Hustle. I hope you have a wonderful day. TJ, blessings to you. I appreciate you hanging out with me, TJ, although you're working. Think meaner, I see you. All right, guys. I send y'all my love. I'll see y'all. All right, YouTube. I'll be back on tonight, okay? 8:30 Central Standard Time. If you want to come hang out with me, we're going to be playing board games. All right? Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Brent. Thank you for keeping the live safe. Thank you, Mike. All right, all right. All right. It's hot. I'll see y'all. Blessings, everybody.